Alright, I've just decided that I'm going to make my question for the religious video into a series. I'm going to make several questions addressed specifically to religious people, and it'll be an ongoing thing, okay? For as long as this is up, please, if you're religious and you see any of these videos, comment on them and answer the question by your own perspective. Do whatever you want. I'm interested to hear your opinion, and this isn't the kind of thing that'll just be for the next week or two. It's going to be ongoing because I'm always interested in hearing new opinions, okay? This question that I'm going to do, I've been thinking about for a while. It's just been organizing it in my head, and it's come out in a way that I really do think is quite good. Okay, so here it goes. I've got two scenarios, okay? One for heaven and one for hell, just to test how religious people interpret their own definitions of heaven and hell. And we'll see how it goes, okay? First, I'll start with hell, okay? Let's just say I'm a masochist. I get off sexually from pain being inflicted to myself. And me being an atheist, I spend my entire life sinning and not believing in God and having premarital sex and working on Sunday and all your religious bullshit laws. Sorry. And so, needless to say, when I die, I go to hell. And for the rest of eternity, I'm tortured, which is exactly what I like. I sexually like being tortured. Wouldn't hell then become somewhat like heaven? And let's just say I was a masochist, but I didn't sin my entire life, and I totally just, was pious, and I went to church, and I believed in God, and then I went to heaven. Would heaven be like hell? Because in heaven, the thing that would make me the happiest would be torture. So wouldn't heaven and hell be essentially the same thing and both quite as enjoyable? Okay? Then, conversely, here's my example for heaven, okay? Let's just say I am gay. I'm totally like dick in mouth, like penises all over me, like I'm totally gay. I just love guys, okay? But I'm a Christian, and I know that being gay is wrong. So what I do is my entire life, I'm celibate. I don't have sex, I don't get married, I don't act gay at all. I don't do anything that the Bible would consider to be a sin under the homosexual sense. And you know what? I'm pious, I go to church, I have faith in the Bible, etc., 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 and I don't sin once, not once in my entire life, and I've been baptized and all that jazz, okay? So I go naturally to heaven, because that's what the requirements are to get into heaven. Would I be allowed to be gay in heaven? In other words, would I be allowed to have sexual relations with men in heaven? Because that's what would make me happiest. Heaven is the place you go where you'll be happy forever. And the thing that would make me happiest would be to be a homosexual. But if I can be a homosexual in heaven, doesn't that almost make it alright? And if it's alright to be gay in heaven, why is it wrong to be gay on earth? If you can do it in both cases, right? And if you say, well, if you go to heaven, then you won't be gay anymore, you'll be transformed into a heterosexual. Well, then it's not really me going to heaven, is it? It's not myself going to heaven, it's me being changed. It's me, it's like a crude copy of me, changed the way God wants me to be, going to heaven. And that's really not me. In other words, my spirit, personally, is terminated. I no longer exist. Okay, so I'll summarize. Question number 1. If I'm a masochist and I go to hell, do I sexually enjoy being there? And if so, is hell really a punishment? 2. If I'm gay, can I go to heaven and still be gay? Those are my questions for you all. Feel free to respond in video or text, comment, rate, and definitely subscribe. And if you subscribe to me, I promise you'll meet a gay masochist in heaven. I'm Born Fidel Meadow. Peace, and I'll see you guys later.